Welcome back, everybody. It's time to play our weekly game called What's It Worth? We ask antiques expert Dr. Lori the value of 3 items chosen from the PTL mailbox.
And as always, we want you to play along at home. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now or go to kdka.com/connect and play along with us live.
All right, here we go. And let's bring in Dr. Lori. Today's theme is lighting up. Dr. Lori, always great to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I like your jacket, but I gotta say, I think Heather's tan is really spectacular.
Oh yeah, there's no way to top Heather's tan. You look golden.
SPF 70.
Yeah.
This is what you get, apparently, if you go to Myrtle Beach. Dr. Lori, we're gonna start with our first one. I'm so interested in seeing, oh, look at this. It's a Sesame Street lamp sent in by Daniel.
I just love this. My favorite was Kermit the Frog, because I grew up in this era of course, Sesame Street, the 70s kids. This is a Sesame Street Big Bird lamp. It's from the late 1970s, early 80s. Bert and Ernie, of course, on the shade, in very good condition. You can tell a lot from, of course, the shape of the plug, which I talk about in some of my videos. But this particular lamp, I liked it for its condition, and I also liked it because it has the matching shade. What do you think?
This is it's so precious because it reminds me so much of my childhood. You've said before, toys and nostalgic things like this can be high in value because they're sought after. Is that true with Sesame Street?
That is definitely true with Sesame Street, especially the early pieces, what we call the vintage pieces of Sesame Street prior to Disney taking over the characters and such.
Okay.
And that would be this period back in the 70s.
That's
Because,
right.
of course, Bert and Ernie and Big Bird, it all takes me back. All right, a lot of you are guessing at home in that first category between 100 and 500.
I'm really torn.
Yeah, I don't know, because like the categories could be up to 1,000. So I'm kind of thinking.
Not a lot of them still around, remember? Not a lot of them still around. I think we have to make the categories harder next time, though.
You think
I
so?
Work on that.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a number.
I don't know that I want to make this any harder, Dr. Lori.
I said 250.
I went higher than that just because the categories went higher, and I thought, you know what? This is going to be worth something. I'm saying 550.
This just goes to show you that you got to go on vacation to the beach with your kids. Heather Abraham, $250.
No kidding. Oh,
Get
my
out.
gosh. Oh, all right. Let's see what happens with this next one.
You were trying to beat out the category.
I was. All right, next we have a tobacco tin, and this was sent in by Lori. So talk to us about this. I have no idea. Gale and Axe Navy Tobacco.
Yeah, I guess the idea was that the sailors and seamen had better tobacco than everybody else because they're in the Navy, but the idea that it was Navy tobacco, moisture and dust-proof package, that would be good if you're on a ship, I guess. Early 1900s is when this particular lithograph tin, tobacco tin, actually was made. It's 7 inches tall. It's in fair condition.
But it's a tin. Like, this is a round thing. It's three-dimensional. Okay.
This reminds me of...
It's three-dimensional tin. The tobacco would go inside, and then you take some and, put it in your mouth and chew it. It's like chew tobacco.
It feels like the 2 categories at the end are kind of tied here for prices.
Yeah, but a lot of people are guessing between 25 and 40 and 40 and 75. I don't know. And I'm also curious, like, how big of a memorabilia market tobacco, I mean, I suppose especially if you're selling it in certain areas, like in North Carolina, this could be really big, right?
Right, or Lancaster, for example, had a big tobacco push, of course, in the late 19th century. But having said that, remember, Tobacco-Anna doesn't have the same kind of cachet that it did have prior to the 1970s when the big push to stop smoking happened.
Okay.
David just
I'm just changing one of my numbers. Never mind.
I said $30.
I said $30.
It's worth $20.
Ooh, okay.
I guess we both get a point.
Okay.
Last up here, we have an urn lamp sent in by Monty.
So it's called an urn lamp because the base of the lamp is shaped like an urn. It's from the 1960s. This has a brass base, which is very popular and characteristic of the 1960s, which is when this particular lamp was produced. It is made in Italy, in Naples, by Capodimonte. Capodimonte, very well known for the Italian presence, decorative elements that look back to the Renaissance, that scroll work and such, classical forms, and then the hand painting of those figures.
This is much better.
I was going to ask, this is hand painted, okay. What were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say that's much better than what I thought. When I thought urn lamp, I thought, why would we want to illuminate inside?
No.
She's been on vacation, you can tell.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay,
It refreshed her in her first round guessing. Like, I have never seen anything like this. I
haven't either.
In your family, you've never seen anything like this. I don't know. You should have visited my Italian aunt's house.
All right, a lot of you are guessing. I'm going to see, because I need help. So the folks at home are guessing between 300 and 400.
Yeah. Okay. I made a guess. I don't know.
You gotta
it
love
feels
David
high.
Highfield. You gotta just love him.
Yeah, I gotta. All right, I don't know I don't know what I'm doing here. I just don't
Like
know.
a lot of zeros you're
Okay.
writing over there.
Yeah.
I said 350.
I said 340.
Oh, well, you'll get the point. It's worth $200.
All right. That means
we at
tied
least
up.
tied it up. I love it. I'll take a tie.
Okay.
All right.
Dr. Lori, thank you so very much.
Thank you. Have a good week.
You too. We always learn so much. And it's thrilling. I
Thank
love
you.
the competition.
I do too.
Yeah.
We want to thank you for sending your pictures in. You can send yours to Dr. Lori. Email us at ptl@kdka.com. Maybe yours will be chosen for a future episode with Dr. Lori.